My partner demands I play D&D without headphones because it's ruining his mental health.
Bro, you gotta have the music to like get in the mood, you know?
My 34 female partner, 34 male of 15 years, is blaming me for his ongoing depression because I play D&D online with headphones in. I've played D&D for years, one casual homebrew campaign and one recent Curse of Strahd campaign. My partner always said he wants lots of kids, and last year our first was born. I stopped playing until I wasn't breastfeeding anymore, then attempted to return to the homebrew game one Saturday a fortnight. By the way, this comes from Goldeye Bold, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, while I was pregnant, he suddenly demanded to meet everyone I was playing with and see where we were playing. When I tried to return after giving birth, he resented me going to the game and would often try to delay me going, and would sometimes call and interrupt the game for minor issues. On the Saturdays I did not play, I was in charge of baby's care and bedtime while he had drinks and games with his friends. I'm sorry.
We're seeing
A little double
over
stare.
here.
Yeah. Seeing double. Am I wearing glasses? Seeing double. The Strahd game started after baby was born and initially was played in our home, but because impossible for me to concentrate on the game with the baby around, we moved to playing at a different house. He saw me leaving on time and would call and interrupt the game, even if baby was with a sitter. With the vid, I've been playing online in a different room with my headphones in. Usually I arrange for the grandparents to have baby because otherwise I still find myself interrupted too much to focus on the game. Max 5 hours. 2 weeks ago, the game was canceled, but the group still chatted. I had headphones and my partner kept trying to interrupt and ask me things, which splits my focus, so I was getting annoyed. Afterwards, we talked about it, and he said that he doesn't like the headphones because it excludes him, makes him chronically depressed, and that there's no point in him getting therapy for the depression if I'm going to keep doing the thing that causes it, which is isolating myself and putting in headphones to play D&D.
F you, dude. What the frick?
So she's not allowed to hang out with their friends and have some, like, I think especially because it's during the vid, having your guys' separate alone time is so important.
Yeah, you can never blame someone else for your depression unless they're like abusing you or something.
Yes, which is not what she's doing. She's playing a game with her friends for 5 hours a week.
Yeah, she's got headphones in. Like,
yeah.
Maybe if you want to be included, ask like, hey, could you like leave your headphones out so I can like listen to what you're doing? You know
I would love to like, it sounds like you guys are having fun. I would love to like hear, which isn't like that. I think, it'd be reasonable if she was like, yeah, we're just kind of focused.
Yeah.
But it'd also be, she'd probably receive it a lot better if the husband approached it that way.
Yeah. So weird.
The following week, I tried without headphones, but it's so hard for me to focus on the game, especially around him and the baby, that I was brought to tears and we only played for 2 hours, but he was still unhappy about it. If he was still unhappy about it even after you did what he asked, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going back to what I was doing before.
Yeah, like, sorry, you can deal with that unhappiness then, because it's not my fault.
He says I need to adjust my standards about how I play, but I want to be able to focus and immerse properly in the game. I've already changed the hours that I play and tried without headphones, but it doesn't work. At the same time, he's been increasingly concerned about IT security, so I currently can't use my laptop. That sounds fake. Sounds like a fake reason why you can't use your laptop.
Yeah.
He reset my iPad and phone multiple times and wants me to get a new phone number. I've also, at his request, reduced my work hours so I'm more available for the baby. What is he doing? Even though I had full-time work and he is technically unemployed but trading crypto? Oh my God.
Nah, babe, that's just called unemployed.
That's just unemployed. I'm sorry, he's making you cut back on your hours during the vid?
Yeah.
While you have a baby when he could be taking care of the baby?
It's like,
bye.
Where's the money gonna come from?
Bye. I don't even know. Nothing about him is redeemable anymore.
No, not at all. He's trying so hard to control her in any way that he can.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think he feels like less than because he seemingly has no one to talk to.
Yeah.
And also isn't working.
Yeah.
And so he's putting all of those insecurities on her.
Yeah. Because Big Baby doesn't know how to regulate his own emotions.
I've changed what I can change for him, but I don't want to give up D&D or play in a less engaged way because I enjoy it so much and lean on it for my mental health. I want to get him therapy, but have I been the a-hole? Verdict, not the a-hole. Obviously not.
Yeah, not at all.
And there are some comments from OP, but do you have any comments of your own?
Yeah, Nikki Wolf says he wants to isolate her.
Big time.
That's absolutely true. Absolutely
Yeah.
true. And especially during the vid, it's like you need your hobbies.
Other people, yeah.
Yeah, and spending that much time doing these hobbies is great during the vid.
Yeah. OP here. So I have the opportunity to move into a house only 2 minutes drive from where my brother lives, which I'm going to do. I can take baby and the pets, but it's next month. That's also when my credit card is due for renewal. And the new one is going to be posted to my brother's house instead of me. I am setting that up to move out. I have tried to talk to my partner and present 2 options, get therapy or break up. He's taking it kind of weirdly. First morose, but now seems to think it will all blow over and we'll work it out on our own without a therapist. That will not happen. There have been multiple tries over the last 2 years. I'm going to let him calm down for the weekend because I'm hoping I can get an uninterrupted Curse of Strahd game in after this, talking, good leaving. But we'll see. Work knows what's happening. I've also emailed my partner's psychiatrist with details of his behavior, so if he won't go to therapy, at least somebody knows. I won't log in very often because of lack of opportunity, but I really think I'm going to leave. Leave the D&D group or him?
I think him.
Whoa, wait. Yeah, therapy or breakup. Okay, yeah. She's leaving him.
Nice.
Wow. Thank you so much to those that replied. I was trying to think of something I hadn't tried, some other ways to play D&D and still keep him happy, but I shouldn't have been. You just start to doubt yourself when you've been stuck in the mist for a while. And there is an update, folks, 2 months later.
Ooh.
But I'm really, it's very impressive that OP during the vid, taking care of a baby, has come to this decision.
Yeah.
And has recognized the signs with, seemingly Reddit's help. But also, I mean, she was recognizing these signs and was like,
right,
this is actually not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And props to you.
Props to you, dude.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Update 2 months later. Hi, folks. Just wanted to offer you all a little update since many of you offered the perspective on reality to get myself and my kid into a better place. So I gave my ex the ultimatum that either he and or we get therapy or we separate. And he chose no therapy because therapists always take one person's side. Well, now there will be no sides because we'll be broken up. So I forced the separation. He moved out 6 weeks ago. I've been in my new home for a month, and it's like the fog has lifted. Life is basically better in every way. Wow. The more time I spend away from him, the better I feel. I'm back up to almost full-time hours, which suits me well with a toddler. I have significantly more freedom, and I'm going to make our home beautiful for the 2 of us.
Oh.
Since the separation, some of the highlights of his behavior include not packing anything at all with almost a month's notice until the last 4 hours before he had to leave. When he came to visit our kid at my home, he already knew where I would be living. He wanted me to look up the closest train station, then bus route, and the direction for him instead of figuring that out on the 3-hour trip himself. And I would say, oh, sorry, we're not together, so
yeah,
you got this.
Right, I believe in you.
Here's the address. Walked into my home like he owned the place, lay on my bed to pet the cat, raided my pantry, said he was going to take my remaining tea because I don't drink it, and he does. I said no, it's for guests. And after our child was in bed, offered to cook everyone, himself, myself, and my 3 friends serving as guardians, dinner out of my freezer and still packed kitchen. I found a journal of his while I was packing his things. Turns out he did think I was having an affair at D&D. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's absolutely insane. That's why you can hear her.
You can literally hear all of her responses.
Yeah.
And also, how was she having an affair? She was virtual.
Literally read the next sentence.
His reasoning was that I was always happy after a game.
Literally insane.
He's like, you're never happy when you're with me.
Yeah. Your constant state is not being happy, so you must be having an affair if you're happy.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no other explanation.
That's crazy, dude.
He'd noticed changes in my appearance and behavior, which, for the record, he had requested I do a few weeks earlier. He's like, you decided to do the thing that I asked you to do, and you wouldn't have done that unless you were cheating.
That's wild, dude.
Also turns out his version of enough spicy sleep in a day is 3 to 5 encounters.
Ugh.
Girl, he wants your entire day.
I hate this
man.
man.
He wants your entire day.
I hate it.
He paid a junkie down the street
what?
for spicy time when I was pregnant.
What?
He seems to have felt bad about that. At various points in our conversation, he has blamed me for trying too hard in the relationship, for misinterpreting his actions and words, even direct quotes, for not booking a therapist for him, and for not assuming the best of him anymore. But you guys can assume that you can listen to full episodes of stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. But there is a little bit left to this story. Do you have any final thoughts?
Just leaving him.
Yeah. The kiddo is doing great, though. She hasn't actually noticed his absence at all because he wasn't doing anything.
I was already absent.
And is having the best time in the new house. I'm also going to turn the dining room into a D&D room because I can. Woo woo!
Oh, yeah.
So thank you. I know a lot of you read these things just for entertainment, but seriously, thank you. And some relevant comments. Complicated Disaster said, crumbs. I think if I had spicy sleep 3 to 5 times a day, I'd be broken inside a week.
Yeah.
OP says, that journal entry was from when I was pregnant too.
Yikes.
And working full-time and afflicted by morning sickness. It was an impossible expectation. When told to get checked for STDs, she says, don't worry, results came through Wednesday, all in the clear. Figured I deserved a small bit of luck on my run. Comments from the subreddit. Comment 1 says, wow, a literal, God forbid a woman has hobbies situation.
Literally.
Him lying down on her bed in her new home after separating makes me think he doesn't actually understand that their relationship is over. Yikes. I mean, like, he was like, yeah, I'll make dinner. Like, it doesn't feel like or I think he knows that it's over, but I think he's still trying to insert himself into her life.
For sure. For sure.
Comment 2 says, therapists always take one person's side, so I won't go. That's how we know that they know that a sane professional won't support their BS. Because if they imagined for a second that the therapist would be on their side, they'd be more than happy to go along to several sessions.
Mm-hmm.
They know they're causing a problem, but they don't want to change their behavior or their expectation of you. So they'll do anything they can to continue to insist that you are causing the problem and you need to change to suit their demands. Reply, oh, so you already know they're going to call you on your BS, huh? XD. And that is the end of that story, folks.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm glad you got out. I'm glad you and your baby are out and you're playing D&D.
Dude, yeah. You're going to have a whole dining room devoted to D&D. That's
D&D
awesome.
dining room. You can raise a little D&D baby.
Yeah. That's so sick, dude.
What we love to see.
So sick. I love it. Have so much fun on all your campaigns.
Training the world's youth.
Yeah. My jealousy ruined my partner's bromance with his best friend.
Stop being jealous.
Where do I even begin? I, 30 male, have been with my partner, Luigi, 29 male, for 13 years now. We met in high school as sophomores and juniors in 2012, even though we didn't go to the same school. Luigi was the bad boy, always ditching class to come to mine with his friend.
Luigi is a bad boy.
Yeah.
What'd he do? I won't make
that. Okay. It's been amazing overall. We even bought a house together in 2019 at 23 and 22 and couldn't be prouder. Luigi and I aren't your typical flamboyant guys either. We're two geeky, chunky, lovable bros. Most people think I'm straight until I mention my boyfriend or until they really get to know me. By the way, this comes from Galindo125 on the Charlotte Dobre YouTube subreddit. But if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, turning 30 gave me a different perspective about myself and what this next chapter means. We're not married, even though we have a house because of the vid. The next year pushed things back. Now I'm going back to college. We're getting new jobs, new us, and I want to fix my wrongs and propose again to the love of my life. My wrong has to do with Luigi's best friend, Elliot, 29 male. They've been friends since they were 5. They call each other brothers. Luigi obviously being and Elliot being straight.
Obviously.
When Luigi and I first got together, he told Elliot, and Elliot's reaction was anger that Luigi hadn't told him earlier. Elliot even stopped talking to Luigi for about a year.
What?
My senior prom, Luigi and I went together and ran into Elliot and his girlfriend Brandy, same grade as me. Brandy and I weren't friends, but we knew each other from the hallway. After that, Luigi and Elliot patched things up. We never hung out as two couples, mostly because Brandy went to university a town away, but occasionally we'd double date when she came back. Their friendship was super close, like bros being bros. They'd go on long drives, pick each other up, have dinner at McDonald's or Chipotle. I actually liked Elliot back then. He was an amazing friend to Luigi. The issue actually started with Brandy. She'd get annoyed that they'd hang out so much or that Luigi would third wheel. At that time, I was working swing/afternoon shifts with no weekends off, so I didn't see it as a problem. Luigi is super social and hates being home. I even played designated driver to pick them up from bars because I wanted them safe. I truly didn't have a problem, but Brandy did. And it's fair, she voiced her feelings. Luigi would even tell me sometimes, Brandy doesn't want me there. Can you come pick me up? Dang, that's awkward.
Okay.
It's like, dude, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go, man.
You just can't be here.
Yeah.
That's weird.
By around 2018, Brandy and Elliot were looking for houses, but struggled to find the right one. Meanwhile, Luigi and I found ours in 4 months and moved to the other side of the city, still close enough to visit family. About a month after we moved in, Luigi told me, good news, we got familiar neighborhoods. Elliot and Brandy bought a house 5 blocks away. And Elliot apparently joked, you can't get rid of me that easy. And at first, it made me raise an eyebrow, but I tried to be happy for them. A few weeks later at work, a coworker showed me a Facebook post Elliot made. It thanked Brandy for sticking with him and then had a whole paragraph thanking Luigi, saying he loves him more than anything, etc. Brandy got a sentence and Luigi got a whole tribute.
I think that Elliot needs to reckon with some stuff.
Yeah, it kind of feels that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that was weird. Even Luigi thought it was weird when I brought it up. The fact that coworkers who didn't know Elliot noticed made me think, what is going on? After that, when we'd hang out more, I started noticing little things, like them joking, don't make me pants you, and if I do, make sure your hot dog hits my face kind of stuff. What?
The thing is that I don't think this would necessarily mean anything. I think there is a world where it could be just their type of humor. It's like more, spicy.
Sure.
However, to do that in front of your partner is...
Yeah, I mean, I would honestly hope, like, if that is their humor, I would hope you would do it in front of the partner, too. So it's not like, oh, we only do that not around.
That's,
you know what I mean?
Preferably, I'm sure OP wants it not at all.
Well, sure. Yeah. But, like,
I'd at least keep it in front of everyone.
Right, like, not try to keep it a secret. But I feel like if it were their humor, then Luigi would be making a lot of those jokes back. I mean, he might be with this last, like, them joking this, but I don't know. I feel like Luigi would explain that to OP.
Yeah,
that's
you'd
just
be like,
humor.
that's just how we joke.
Yeah, so I don't know. It felt different, and I started seeing what Brandy was seeing. I couldn't hide it. I stopped laughing at their jokes, and I started to dislike Elliot.
He's like, dang it.
Yeah,
Brandy doesn't just suck.
Yeah, she's right.
Ooh.
Dang. And that is for about all of 2019 and 2020. And bam, just like that, Elliot is at our place crying, destroyed. Brandy had been cheating on Elliot.
No.
So she does
she
suck.
sucks again.
That's
right back to it.
Yeah, and that's why she was so, like, skeptical, because she was projecting. No. The message and the text were all there on her phone. He worked remote, so she was remote at home and I guess had other ideas, but messages even saying, I can't decide between Elliot and you. I felt horrible for Elliot, and all that anger turned, and I felt pity and sad for him. Dang, I'm here thinking all this stuff, and behind closed doors, this is what was happening. Maybe it was just all in my head. But nah, that went out the window when he forgave her and took her out of the country. What? He forgave her and was like, let's go on a trip?
Let's leave the country.
And this was as a sorry to her for not being there.
For not being there when she was cheating on him?
And here's they got engaged on their trip.
Oh
my gosh. What?
That's a terrible idea.
Those feelings of pity immediately went to stupidity for him because why? What for? So now I started asking myself, what is he doing? And the wedding is in 2022. Oh my gosh. Okay, fast forward to 2022 in the wedding. Dude.
Boy.
Luigi is Elliot's best man, and well, whatever. I didn't like it, but what was I supposed to do? tell Luigi, no, that's not me, lol, but I made it clear to Luigi that I didn't care to hear anything about Elliot's wedding planning issues and whatever, and would only listen to Luigi's struggles in the wedding. I went to the ceremony and congratulated the seemingly happy couple. Sat my butt down and looked pretty until Luigi was ready to leave. The car ride home, he tells me, ...
Oh, man.
So, okay, you be Luigi. You ready?
His mom told me something weird.
What did he say?
Well, that she's happy that Elliot is married and is happy that Luigi could be Elliot's best man. And Luigi, you'll always be part of the family. This should have been your wedding with Elliot instead.
Ah!
What?
Everyone was behind it.
What?
So, Elliot's mom thinks you should be with him?
Yeah, it would have been us two.
Well, god effing dang. Wasn't that just a old 1-2 to the ego? I've met this lady before, and she knows that Luigi has a boyfriend and still thinks that they should be the ones together. So now not only am I seeing things, but coworkers, parents, and also some friends. I didn't state because it was a few close friends that pointed things out and even sat down with Luigi to talk. It always ended with everyone else trying to make something out of nothing because he just wasn't seeing what everyone else was. Just two friends being friends. At this point, I really didn't like Elliot. I even told Luigi, don't mention Elliot to me unless you absolutely have to. Luigi understood and stopped bringing him up. I wasn't hiding my dislike, but deep down, I realized why. I truly believed Elliot could make Luigi happier than I could. In another universe, maybe it would have been them.
Oh, man.
That turned my dislike into hatred. Not because I thought Elliot was, but because I thought that he liked Luigi specifically. And maybe that's why they stopped talking years ago. Elliot had feelings and felt hurt when Luigi got a boyfriend. Yeah, true. They stopped talking for like a year after they got together.
Mm-hmm. And you pointed that out. You said, why was he so upset?
Oh my gosh. They eventually grew distant again. By 2023, I went on vacation to Mexico to see family I haven't seen in years. Not even 12 hours after I left, Luigi texted me, is it okay if me and Elliot hang out? And I told him, I don't care, but it's weird that you haven't seen him in 2 years and now you're making plans because I'm gone. And they hung out for dinner and drinks and the next day too. But when I came back, Luigi asked Elliot to hang out again and Elliot blew him off. Back to not talking. Wow, so Elliot was really like, I hear your boyfriend's out of town. Can I come? Oh man, we're flashing forward to 2024, present day. I'm doing better. Horrible jobs over those past couple years and loss of money in between. And me and Luigi got robbed and haven't recovered from it. And it's been a couple of years now. Yikes. Oh. But, we are moving forward and making changes in our life. Looking back, I turned 30 in 2025 and I started reflecting and to become ashamed of myself and my actions on one thing. How things went down with Elliot and I started getting told from Luigi just comments of, I miss a guy friend, or I miss my brother, I miss Elliot. And this time, again, it was different. I still can care less for Elliot's goofy butt, but Elliot was being a bad friend to Luigi, and that was starting to piss me off more. Through that time, Luigi would reach out to him and ask to hang out, and Luigi would always either say, A, he was busy, yet he would post about being at home, a club, or BSing with people. Or B, make the plans just to say that he was busy, yet still post about being at the club. Or C, make the plans just to ditch him.
That's so not cool.
Yeah, come on,
That's really
dude.
not cool. I think Elliot is so deeply in love with Luigi.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah.
That he's trying to put him at arm's length because he knows that Luigi is with OP.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't even bear to be in Luigi's presence. That I just need him to hate me to make it easier.
Yeah, like the only time I can be around is if OP is gone and I can pretend that they're not together.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, yikes.
Dang.
And it pissed me off that Elliot was treating Luigi like this, even though Luigi just wanted his best friend back. So I started asking Luigi questions again and letting Luigi know that whatever feelings towards Elliot are past me. I even sat Luigi down and apologized to him that I let my own jealousy and insecurities get the best of me. The fact that I also let other people influence me. Didn't mean that I still don't like Elliot really, but more that I want to improve myself as well. I've been thinking about marriage with Luigi, and well, as much as I can say that, I couldn't really move forward without apologizing to Elliot. Not saying he's in the party or whatever, but just to move forward because I'm now more confident in myself than I was those past years of anger and dislike with myself. Even lost about 50 pounds in all those years and working on it. and you could work on listening to more full episodes of stories just like this one, just go to iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever your favorite podcast app is, and search OK Storytime.
Do it.
Do it. But there is a little bit more to the story. So at this point, if I do reach out and apologize to Elliot, it is out of my hands now. And whatever issues Luigi and Elliot got, they don't need any approval, but can all just be friends again on my part because my best interest is Luigi as well, and I'm sure we are for each other. So am I an a-hole if I reach out to Elliot and apologize to him? I'm not planning on letting Luigi know of this. I want it to be from me, not from Luigi or a heads up. I also fully don't expect Elliot to accept me either or forgive. I just want to text and reach out that in my part, I'm apologizing for my actions and we can be literally civil for Luigi and their friendship. Luigi has told me it's so weird to grieve someone that you know is alive 5 blocks away. So what am I? And that's the end of that story.
My boyfriend told me to leave him alone, so I slept with another man.
Well, you got what you wanted, boyfriend.
Me, 28 female, and my boyfriend, 28 male, have been together for 8 years. Last month, I brought up the topic of marriage. We have been together for 8 years, so I'm past all of the passive hints. I bluntly asked him if he ever thought about us getting married. Honestly, I just wanted to get a grasp on his thoughts on marriage because it had come to mind that we've never spoken about it. I remember us just briefly stating that we both would like to get married one day, and if we are meant to be, then we would. That's a really vague conversation.
You'll just you'll wake up and be married one day.
I don't know. If it's meant to be, we will.
The little fairies will just marry you at the nighttime.
Also, it's been 8 mother effing years, so I would like to know where this is going. By the way, this comes from OK Bluebird 2740 on the Charlotte Jobre YouTube subreddit. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. After asking him, he looks at me with a scrunched up, mean mugging face and says, "Why would I marry you after you cheated on me?"
Whoa, what?
Why are you still together if you think that? I was truly confused about what the heck he was even talking about because I know I never cheated. So I asked him what he was talking about. Apparently, he was talking about the beginning of our relationship. So backstory to that. We had been going out for about 6 months and everything was going great. It was a Friday evening and I was off that day, so I was running errands. Suddenly, my phone was blowing up with tons of Facebook notifications, calls, and texts. I mean, it was blowing up so bad to the point where I couldn't even use it because I was getting so many notifications at once. My homegirl ends up pulling up to my house because she hasn't been getting a hold of me. My first thought was somebody had passed away because of how urgent she came through. She was asking me if I knew, and I saw it because it's been going around Facebook. I told her I couldn't even open up my phone because it's going off like crazy, so no.
Whoa.
I don't know what she was even talking about. She looks at me all sad and hesitated a bit, but then she just handed me her phone. Someone had posted my boyfriend giving oral to another man.
What?
Well, that's an interesting layer of complexity to this story.
So that's not OP cheating. Hello.
But also, we don't even know if he was cheating.
Deep fake?
Like if that was
no. Was this
deep
taken
fake?
This is
No,
like
I'm saying was
before?
this taken before? No. No. Was this taken before the, relationship? Because OP said it was
Yeah.
early days. It was selfie pictures like he was the one who took them himself, and there were so many. I mean, this is awful, I think, for both parties.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be posting that. There's a possibility that he did cheat, which in that case he sucks too.
Yeah.
But never okay
Well, we know
to share
that.
these pictures around. In that moment, I immediately tried calling my boyfriend, but he didn't answer. I texted him that we need to talk. I wasn't going to break up with him at the moment. I just wanted to talk about the situation because I needed to know the truth. I didn't care if he was attracted to the same gender or bi, and I would have 100% understood if he was still in the closet or a DL or whatever. Because I know how hard it is for men especially to be open about their spicy identity. I needed to know if I was just a cover-up, if he was bi, etc. I didn't even bother to see who posted the pictures, but his response was, "Don't talk to me."
Whoa.
I figured, okay, yeah, he's probably embarrassed or ashamed. So I told him that I would still be here when he was ready to talk, that I don't think differently of him, and that if he can tell me the truth, I wouldn't judge him. But he kept telling me to leave him alone. This went on for 2 days. OP's incredibly kind
Yeah.
and accepting and wow.
Yeah. For real.
And just forgiving. That's maybe too forgiving.
Or patient, perhaps.
Yeah. I didn't hear from him. He wasn't picking up my calls, ignoring my texts. I texted him again saying that I'm still here for him, and he finally messages me back saying to leave him alone, and he doesn't want to see or talk to me. I took it as him breaking up with me because he's been MIA for a couple of days, ignoring me, and finally hits me back saying that. I just chopped it up as a loss and moved on. Mind you, we were only going out for 6 months. That's not nothing. That's not nothing. I don't
Yeah.
know if I would be like, hey, are we done? Like, okay, is this a
Right.
breakup?
Right. Yeah.
Well, my homegirls take me out the next day to cheer me up because I was being pestered and semi-bullied online for being in a relationship with him. What? Why? People whom I never met were calling me on Facebook Messenger and asking me if I knew and how did I not know, basically trying to get the tea. I didn't have any to tell, and even if I did, I wasn't going to ever. It didn't bother me, and it still never bothers me now. Anyways, I go out with my girls and I meet a guy. It wasn't anything special. I thought he was cute, and he was trying to pursue me. So I got his number, and the next night he took me out and we hooked up.
Dang.
We weren't looking for an exclusive status, just a one-night stand, really. But literally, guess who freaking hits me back up? My boyfriend, LOL. He said he needed to talk to me and that he was sorry for basically ghosting me. We met up and he tells me the story. I'm not going to share on here because I don't feel like that's relevant. I felt really bad for him and honestly, I still really liked him. So yeah, I continued to go back out with him. What's the story?
Yeah. I feel like
Did he cheat on you or not?
Right. Like we at least need to know like if this was like shared consensually or something like that. Like if the video was posted.
Yeah, clearly not shared consensually. Or I
Like
see
if
what you mean.
you know, like if he knew that the video was gonna be posted or like you know. what I mean?
I
Or-
don't think. I doubt he knew.
Yeah,
that
if
was-
he-
I
if-
probably
if-
sent it to someone
Yeah.
that he was, probably the person who was in the photo with
Yeah,
him,
we
and then
need to
that
know
person
when that
posted everything.
happened, too.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
But-
was this cheating or not?
But I do wonder too. I mean, since OP seems so nonchalant about like going on a date with another person, then like maybe they weren't official 6 months in. That's why
Well, who's
it's
calling him her
OP's kind
boyfriend?
of like
You
oh,
said we've been
shoot,
together
true.
for 6 months. I honestly think OP's a little bit the a-hole.
Yeah, why is she just she's just saying that like yeah I just like hooked up with someone else like easy peasy. But I mean maybe they had some sort of weird like agreement because
I
she's
don't
not
know, like-
freaking out about the boyfriend.
I just think 3 days, he says, don't talk to me. He literally has just been like, we don't know if he's cheating yet. So I'm going to operate under like, we just don't
Like,
know.
Yeah.
So she doesn't know if he's cheated. Could be something before the relationship. We have no idea any of the information. He's freaking out, says, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. Don't talk to me. I don't know if I would take that as a breakup and then go hook up with someone else.
I would definitely would not.
I would be like, I'm going to give him a week
Yeah.
and then be like, hey, are we done? Is this it? And then if he
Right.
says, don't talk to me, I'd be like, okay, well,
So then that's
hey,
the
that's
end.
it.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be me personally. I did tell him about my one night stand. He was hurt, but he said he understood. We have been together since, and we never really spoke about it again. So fast forward to today. As of now, it's been weird, like so weird. The point I can't stand to be in the same room as him. I resent talking to him because I feel like he's trying to find an excuse not to get married, and saying that I cheated on him gives him that excuse. I'm really sad, and I do feel guilty now for sleeping with another man. He states that I should have waited because he was going to come back. Dude, you guys should break up. I don't know. I think he gave me my answer about the marriage part. But now it's like, why are we even together? And why did he now just say that? And there is an update.
Yeah, that's
We don't know what happened still. We still don't know if he cheated. Because I feel like she would have been like, you cheated on me.
Yeah, like so it shouldn't be a problem because
Yeah,
it wasn't
you
just
did it.
You did it first.
You cheated. And
Yeah.
then, I, in your eyes, cheated. In my eyes, I
Yeah.
didn't.
But yeah, that definitely is like why are you still together? Like why is he using that as an excuse? Like if you
Yeah.
were mad about that, then why are you still dating? First of all, and like were you just planning on
Yeah.
keeping OP around
Yeah.
just to
for
like
indefinitely?
still date but then not get married because of that? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I just can't marry her, but like I'll stay with her the
I'll
rest
stay
of my
with her
life.
forever.
Yeah.
Update. As of today, I am officially single. We spoke this morning about what's going on and what we're going to do. We decided that we should just split up.
Wow.
Yeah. He's still going to help pay the rent because we have 5 months left. And honestly, that's the least he could do. He's still leaving and staying with a friend because he claims it'll help with the process. How thoughtful. I do also have to thank you guys for backing me up and giving me a good reality check. Some of y'all were spot on too. He came to me this morning with his key. We sat down and he confessed that he had been cheating on me emotionally. Yikes. Yes, I consider that a form of cheating, but you don't consider the first thing a form of cheating?
I mean,
Did he cheat on you or not?
I truly
The first
don't
time.
know, man.
He told me how he's been on Grindr, and though he hasn't met up with anyone, he wants to, though, and even almost met up with someone. He let me see the messages. So far, there's been exchanges of pictures, dirty talking, and envisioning relationships with them. He says he can't fight it, and that it's not just a fantasy, but an actual want. He wants a poly relationship. I mean, he cheated on you, so that's...
Yeah, and then
how that
getting
works.
mad at you for cheating on him. Like, what?
He wants a girlfriend and boyfriend at the same time. He's still attracted to women, but having both feels different in a good way. These are his words, not mine. He said he didn't mean to be so mean about the marriage thing, but yes, that was like an out for him. He said he couldn't bring it to himself to cheat and doesn't want to put me in the same position as before. So he's telling me now that he's unhappy and doesn't feel like his true self. He said he wants to explore again and that he knows I won't be open to it or okay with it. Which, he's right. I've had an experimenting stage myself, but obviously that's over with. And I know for a fact I'm down for the D, not the P, and he knows that too. I said he could have told me all of that in such a different way rather than being mean about it and saying hurtful things. I mean, we've been through almost a decade with each other, through every good and bad season. I was more upset about his response because I just cared about how I envisioned us getting married. But then again, I do have to take accountability that I should have seen this coming, right? I mean, your relationship at 6 months, he maybe cheated on you. We still don't know. And then you hooked up with someone else immediately after. I wasn't a great beginning.
Yeah.
I've had an epiphany, and a lot of you guys mentioned I should be happy this happened, lol. But yes, I realized I'm grateful that this happened. Had I actually married him and we had kids and he pulled this on me, my world would spin. Or me just being Delulu and trying to change myself to a standard. By the way, you should change your life around if you're not listening to full episodes of stories just like this.
There you go.
Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. But there is an update. I like to think of myself as an open-minded person. But please, I never now and never in the future would want to share my significant other with another person. Or straight. I also realized 8 years went by because I was so busy with school and work. Our relationship was good for the most part. We understood that we both had responsibilities other than the ones we shared, and we just went with the flow. But I'm graduating this spring now that the hard part is over. I just wanted to move on to the next stage of life. I'm more sad on the part that I let 8 freaking years go by focusing on school and work, trying to stay afloat. I recall I was happy though, so that's what matters, right? Maybe I would have seen signs, or maybe I would have mentioned marriage sooner and could have avoided years passing by. I'm sad, but I'm okay. I'm grown, and even though it has been 8 years, I know life isn't over because of that. I'm glad he's living his true self now, though. And folks, that's the end of that story.
Jeez, man.
Okay, sure.
That's just all right. Like,
Okay, yeah. I mean,
a weird story.
literally, I'm like, oh, all right. I guess, yeah, that's it.
Guess it worked out, kind of. Like,
Something worked out, I guess.
Kinda.
It kind of worked out. Well, anyway, that's the end of that story, folks.
That's the end of that story.
There you go.